Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Adventures Red Chapter playthrough. This is part 46. In the last episode we made it to this beautiful brand new island in Lionland. That is the official name of this place, by the way, that I'm totally not making up. And last episode we saw that we had ourselves Pink, and we also saw that we had ourselves an item in the water. And to be honest, as important as Pink is, the item in the water takes priority. So let's see what this is. A Max Repel. Nothing too crazy, but honestly, if I didn't go and grab it first, I would have felt bad. So we have Pink there. Oh, hello. Is that Looker? With a bunch of Shellder? I'm also very curious about that, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we speak to everyone around first, just in case we miss any goodies, any lore, all of that sort of good stuff before we get into the story-based people. Both my parents passed away in Shamuti Island. That's sad. They left me to take care of my siblings alone. I'm doing everything I can for them. Hope they love me. That's a sad way to start. I hate my older sister, she's so mean. I hope you mean this sister, because the other one's being nice. My older sister is a cranky old woman. She needs a boyfriend. Why don't you date her? I feel bad for this girl. We're leaving the house. I don't want to be there anymore. You look like a trainer. Do you know a girl in this island's giving out a Pee-Pee-Chew? Sorry, is it called Pee-Pee Chew? As in Pee-Pee? Pee-Pee. The Pokemon is called Pee-Pee. What a Pokemon. It's really unfair. Lime Island has a fantastic forest, but it's completely overshadowed by the negative press. I want to see the forest. Oh, that's probably what Looker's blocking off, actually. How's that worthless Pee-Pee Chew going? You know, when evolved, right? It's really just a mutated Pichu. Wait. What? I don't have it? Hello? What do you mean, how's it going? I don't have it! I want... What? I want a mutated Pichu? Did it end up in my box already? What? Huh? Wait. What? I want a mutated Pichu? Where is it? Show me it. It's not in there. It's not in there. I don't have a mutated Pichu. I want a mutated Pichu. Well, that's a shame. Maybe that's just a bug at the moment and no one has a mutated Pichu, but that's a shame because I wanted one. We already went up there and grabbed the rare candy. We have a way this way. Is that Pink back there? Okay, fine. I guess they really want me to go and speak to Pink, and I really don't want to. So sure. Glad I don't live back in the old days. Back in the old days, women would get hanged to death if they were suspected of not being faithful to their spouse. It's ridiculous, right? It's pretty ridiculous. I thought she was going to go along the witch route, because, you know, she has, like, the candles in her hair, the ghost vibe. I thought she was going to be like, they'd hang if you were a witch. But, I guess not. The reason why the orange archipelago is so hot is that it lies directly on the Earth's equator, which sounds awful. So, alright, you're the last person. Hi. I saw her. I saw that woman in the Lime Forest again. I'm so scared. I don't want to go back there at night again. At night? Why is this like the one time I'm not recording at night? Carlos! Thanks for warning me about Brown. Oh, did he attack you? Yeah, he was really mad. What are you doing here? I've been seeing you everywhere. It's like you're following me. I was joking. Or was I? Yeah, I'm always behind you. You got here first. Are you lying to my face and following me, Pink? I don't appreciate this. Thank God you're joking. Otherwise, that'd make you a stalker. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? That's really where we're ending that conversation? Okay, alright, sure, yep, that's that. What's happening here? Oh, she jumped into my pocket. Okay, alright, weird. Looker looks old and angry. What happened, mister? These poor Shelders are sick. It's uncommon for Shelders to ever leave the water, which means something is wrong with the lake. Oh. Sorry, where are my manners? I'm part of the International Police, working for the Board of Directors. You can call me by my code name. Looker. It is Looker. What are you two doing here? Oh, we're just trying to get to the next island. By any chance, are the Shellder out of the lake because there was a Max Repel in the center of it? I feel like that would do it, but okay. The next island is Naval Island. It's not exactly a popular place for a date, you know? Ah, no, she's just my stalker. No, we're not together. Oh, forgive me. Well, that was awkward. I'm going to investigate the lake. Could you please contact Nurse Joy? If these Shelders stay in the sun for too long, they'll dry out and die. Lovely. Or I could catch every single one of them and put them in a Pokeball. That would work. But now that we are on Chapter 10, I will make sure to update the chapter thing at the top, because it hasn't been there for a while, because we went from, like, Chapter 6 to 8 to 7 to 7 again. It was a little bit messed up for a while. But now I think with 10, I think that's the right number. It's been a while, but I think that's the right number again. Hello, can I help you? A bunch of Shellder are out of the water, and they're very sick. What? Please describe the symptoms to me. Pant, dry, struggling for breath, turning red from sunburn. Their tongues are dry and their shells are cracking. I did not get a single thing right. That wasn't even close. But dear, it sounds like the pH level in the water is increased, and its acidity level poisoning them. Didn't realize we were getting a chemistry lesson here today. Okay, I'll be right there. Meet me there. Good old pH levels. What was that, 14 pH levels? Oof. Let's not start thinking about chemistry, okay? That's not what I need in my life right now. This is not good. What's wrong? Can't you do anything? What's the last thing to say to Nurse Joy that just got it? Can't you do anything? Jeez, Nurse Joy, to get something right. Yeah, how about taking them back and putting them on the machine to heal them? We do more work than that, you know. Do you though? Do you though? Nurse Joy, do you though? Sorry. They're severely poisoned, and they've been out in the sun for too long. They're too dried out to swallow pills? I don't think that's how that works, but okay. We need Romeo weed. It's a type of seaweed that cures poison. If you get me some, I can make a paste and slather it around their shells. Why not put them inside? There's an area there. I mean, I know they're not in the water, but still, it's better than the sunlight, isn't it? Where can we get Romeo weeds, though? They grow at the bottom of lakes. You have to find them quick. Otherwise, these poor Shellder aren't going to make it. Well, I mean... I don't think I can dive in that lake. Where can I dive? Can I go up the top now? I can probably go up the top now, right? Yep, okay. Alice, look! It's Looker! Look, it's Looker. What a phrase. What should we do with him? Dispose of him. Oh, well that was quick. Hold on, Jesse. Who are you? I'm not going to say anything. Well, you said that. Better tell us, or you might lose your life. You can kill me if you want. I'm not going to betray my organization. Let Meowth torture him. Meowth? Meowth is a sadist, confirmed. Calm down, Meowth. Here's a badge with him. Oh, so your name is Looker from the International Police Organization. Yep, wearing a badge. Always a good idea. Release him. What? Are you serious? He's a police officer. If we let him go, we'll be in trouble. Oh yeah, because the police definitely aren't after Team Rocket already. You heard Jessie? She said to release him. You just going to release me? Yes, right away before we change our minds. Alright, the rest of you, continue the operation. Yes, ma'am. That's a decision. Sure. It's you two. Look, are you okay? Yeah, they just released me. Yeah, and I'm not sure why, but okay. Maybe they're too scared to harm a police officer. I don't think that's the case. Maybe. Anyway, I found out why the Shellder was sick. Team Rocket has planted a machine in the lake to extract Romeo weeds from the bottom of the lake. The engine is leaking out acidic fuels to the water. We're also looking for Romeo weeds. Means we have to stop Team Rocket to get the Romeo weeds. Doing that will also stop the water pollution. Oh, we just absorbed both of them into our pockets this time. Okay, powerful absorbing happening right there. We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. Really not, though. Kinda just in the way, if anything. Girafarig B? Oh. It's basically what Girafarig should have been. It really is, though. Doesn't it just make sense to be that? Like, I don't even think that needs to have a name. It's just Girafarig. The true Girafarig right there. Enough focus, that sucks. Is it Psychic Dark type? Because it should be. It definitely should be. That type fits very, very well. It'd just be such a good Pokemon if it had all that stuff. However, we are in a situation where I can't really hit this thing with much. Pokemon's actually kind of balanced against me. I mean, I guess we just Thunderbolt. If Pikachu gets bopped, it gets bopped. I'm really not too worried. I did also put the magnet back on Pikachu, for anyone wondering, as the Life Orb, as we saw, was just not working. And for some reason, this magnet is giving me like a placebo effect, and I feel like it is helping. Look at that. That Thunderbolt bopped it. Would we have done that without the magnet? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Nidoking Zero. If I am remembering right, which I'm probably not, but anyway, if I'm remembering right, I believe that Nidoking Zero was part Fire type. So I think going into our Water and Rock type makes sense. We caught a Nidorino. That looks the same. It looks like the same shade. I think Surf is super effective. I'm pretty sure. Again. That's 2 episodes in a row. The first battle we've been horn drilled. 2 in a row. The worst part is, this Nidoking is kind of fast, and it's also high enough level that it can just horn drill all of my Pokemon. With the exception of Derek, because Derek is a ghost type. So, pretty scary. Pretty scary. It's now forced into Mega Horn, because I'm pretty sure it would normally just be locked into Horn Drill by the looks of it if its next best move is Mega Horn. But Razor Shell is super effective and it should bop it. It does bop it, okay. Alright, that's something at least. I don't like being Horn Drilled though. Poison Point also hits us. That's really annoying, but okay. But sending Crobat. Well, we're already poisoned. Although if I remember correctly, before we went into Pikachu, and I know it has Inner Focus, so we can't go for Fake Out, but I remember outspeeding the Crobat before. This one's level 58, though. We still outspeed it, though. Wow. Wow. That's some speed right there. And the Thunderbolt is going to be enough with a crit. Crit probably mad, actually. It might have survived on low mana HP, but I will take it. Sure thing. Sure thing. I did not expect the rodent to be that fast. It is very, very fast. Crobat is very, very fast. But that's kind of wild. What's down this way? Oh, another Shellder. It's just in a pool. That's kind of sad. Growlithe Zero. I did actually double check, because last episode I wasn't sure if we had seen Arcanine Zero before. We have. We own one. I evolved a Growlithe with a Waterstone, and I just completely forgot about it. Hey, stay out. This is none of your business. What if I like Shelders? Then it's suddenly my business. That's all it takes. Glydra. Every time I think there's something to do with Flygon, and it's not. It's just not. But that's where my brain makes me think that name goes. Because I keep thinking, instead of Kingdra, it should be Queendra. That makes sense. It makes sense. Although, you know, I've actually never really looked at this sprite enough to notice the weird, like, whiskers. Why does it have whiskers? And how have I never noticed them? Like, the most apparent feature on that Pokemon is its beautiful long whiskers. And I didn't notice. Instead, I was too busy looking at its back. But yeah, it has whiskers. I like that sprite a lot more now that I've seen that. It's the simple things. It's the simple things that entertain me. Just a couple of whiskers on a Pokemon, boom. Great Pokemon. One of my favorites. If that was the case, Whiscash would be a very, very high favorite of mine. Which it isn't, but maybe that's going to change. Maybe I'm about to change my mind on that. Maybe Whiscash is about to fly through the ranks of my favorite Pokemon. Jump Left Zero, goodbye. Grass Fairy typing. Unfortunate. Still, the Pokemon here are now level 58. which is slightly scary, because that is a decent level. If I'm remembering right, we just went for Sludge Bomb on this thing. Yeah, it was super effective. Okay, alright, my memory's kicking in. Venusaur, as always, bopping everything, no worries. It is very strong. And Victreebio was... It's not the pink one. I feel like it was weak to fire. Or was it fire? Wait. I'm remembering fire. Does that mean it was part fire? Oh, wait, no, wasn't it still weak to fire, despite looking like a fire type? Wasn't that the thing? Yes, okay, that's why I remembered fire so heavily. Okay, don't worry, my memory was actually on the point with that one. It's just, I remembered fire specifically because it was there twice. Sure, sure. I am fuming. Okay, buddy, alright. I'm an innocent bystander, don't you believe me? In that uniform? Not really. Gotta admit, the uniform is not doing you any favors. Really not. Yes, 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 yes. I need this. I need this. I need this. Even if I never use it, I just want one. Specifically in its Pidgeot form, although I do want to see what Pidgeotto looks like in this form. Because we've seen Pidgeot G, and I don't think we've seen Pidgeotto G. Do I have a rare candy as well? If I just immediately go back, level it up, see what Pidgeotto looks like? I have 2 rare candies. I am doing that. Alright, let's speed up the capture process. Okay, that was... Never mind, no need to do that, but sure. Pidgey G, it scouts the cemetery at night, eating wild Rattata that dare to venture out in the dark. Well, that's... It's horrifying, but I kinda love it. No nickname needed, as this is a new Pokemon, and I don't want to forget its name, because, to be honest... Actually, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really be too big of a deal, but still. Remoraid Gun. I do like Remoraid Gun. I do like it, but we already have the Octillery tank. Even if it does look a little bit more like it's a marine from Civilization 5, but still. It's technically meant to be a tank. Alright, let's heal up. Let's grab... Right. Yup. Healing. Can't I heal my Pokemon by putting them in the box anyway? Hold on. Haven't done this in a while. Really haven't done this in a while. But I can technically heal up all my Pokemon by just slapping them in the box. So we just put you in there for a bit. Who else fainted? Someone got horn drilled. It was you. You got horn drilled. Okay. Put you in the box too. I don't think we even need to leave the box, but I want to evolve the Pidgey anyway, because I want to see what the Pidgeotto looks like. Rare candy. Show me the Pidgeotto of this form. Provided it evolves by level up, which I'm assuming it does? It does, okay. Let's see what Pidgeotto looks like. Because Pidgeot in this form is definitely, at the moment, probably the top contender for my favourite new sprite that I've seen. Look at that butt plumage. Oh, that's some strong butt plumage right there. Definitely not as cool as the Pidgeot. Definitely not. But I don't hate it. It definitely still looks good. It's just the fact that I've already seen the fully evolved form of it probably makes me feel like the rest is a little bit more underwhelming because I've seen the end goal. So the mid-stage is just never going to look quite as good as the end goal. The only Pokemon that I would say the mid-stage gets as much attention as the end goal would be starters. Because I'd say all of the starters get a good amount of effort put into them, but even then, I'd say the mid-stage still gets the least credit. Least credit, least work on it, same thing. You know what I'm trying to say. Basically, the final evolution of Pokemon generally has the most time put into it, as it is the end goal to reach. It's the Pokemon that you're likely to use in competitive, all of that stuff. So with that, we should be all healed up, unless I am mistaken. Other than Wildcard, who's taking a little bit of damage, but I'm not too concerned about that, that's fine. Let's go ahead and head back this way, I guess, and see some more Team Rocket grunts, and hopefully some more new sprites. I want to see that. Another PGG, this one's level 48. Makes me realize I could have just caught a really high level one. and just gone straight for Pidgeot. I think if I'd used another Red Candy on the one we had anyway, we could have got Pidgeot, but I'm not too concerned. Alolan Grimer. He has little teethies and it bothers me. Bothers me. Why does a sludge have teeth? That shouldn't be a thing. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. Unless they're in Team Rocket uniforms, in which case you should challenge them to a Pokemon battle and take their money. Solid advice. Solid advice. He has a Trip Star. Doesn't that mean he has really bad luck? Is that not what that means? I feel like that means he has really bad luck for like 7 years. So, unfortunate. Although I also have a Trip Star. I'm sure it counteracts to this is just a normal fight in the end, it's fine. I made sure to specifically go into Derek and Shadow Claw because I didn't want to test if it had Wonder Guard, because I know that the one that we caught had Wonder Guard, but the one that we battled the first time didn't. Or vice versa, I don't remember if it was the other way around. I'm pretty sure the one we caught had Wonder Guard though. So let's just make sure we go for super effective moves and call it a day. Nice and easy. Did he have another Pokemon? He did. Octillery Zero, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I remember this thing being Water and Steel. I think. Pretty sure. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. It genuinely does look like a Marine from Civ 5. It does. That's all I can see now. Which is stupid. It's really stupid. I know it's meant to be based on like a tank, but it just looks like a Marine. I can't stop seeing it. Oh no. Oh no. It's such a good sprite though. I really do wish this was the official one. I really do. I just want the Remoraid line. I know it's like because of violence and all that stuff, but it's so good. I am fuming. He said the same thing. Is he going to say the same thing if I speak to him after? Get out of my face. Nope, that's much ruder. The other person pretended to be an innocent bystander. I'm guarding this area, go away, or else. Or else? I want to see the or else. What's the or else? Give me the other option. Lake to level 58. See, I still don't know 100% if Lake Toys is the evolved form of this. They're next to each other in the Pokédex, but that could just be both because they're Lake Pokemon. You know, they're kind of similar. Doesn't necessarily mean they evolve into each other. Could even be a split evolution path. You know, like Poliwhirl goes into Poliwrath or Politoed. Could be like that. I hadn't even considered that until this point, but it genuinely could be. I don't know. It seems bulky enough to be an endgame Pokemon, I don't know. Mrs. Mime. Mrs. Mime, huh? Mrs. Mime is gonna get a Shadow Claw to her face. I'm sorry, it just has to happen. I also just don't like Mrs. Mime. Mrs. Mime looks somehow worse than Mr. Mime. Like, neither of them look good, but somehow Mrs. Mime looks even more terrifying. I don't know what it is. I think it's the pigtails. I think it's the pigtails. That or it's the big old white spot in... I don't know. Something about it just makes this worse than Mr. Mime for me. I don't know. I don't know. It looks much more doll-like. You know, it has like that line going down its face that makes it look like a doll. It's not good. It's not good at all. Toxionne being poison type. Right. Toxionne, toxic. I haven't forgotten that, I hope. I really hope. So that'd be awkward. Yep, okay. This thing sucked. Right? Like, its stats were awful. Compared to all of the others. Its stats were really awful. Oh. If it had gone for counter just then, that would have been terrifying. Thankfully, it didn't. Maybe I thought its stats were awful because they were defensive stats, and obviously I don't care for defensive Pokemon in a casual playthrough. I just want to bop things. Specifically with Venusaur. It endures the hit, and then we can just go ahead and, I mean, honestly, I guess we just Petal Storm. It can't endure twice in a row, thankfully. Although, Petal Storm, it would have endured the full Petal Storm, which would have been very annoying, so I'm glad it didn't. I'm pretty sure there is a chance to endure twice in a row. It's like double protecting, almost. With that, Team Rocket Grunt is defeated. This guy just said dang, he's not fuming. A hideout might be discovered. I better tell boss. Not if I get there first. Zoom zoom. There are 3 paths. I'll take the left path. Then I'll take the right path. That leaves the middle. But I kind of want to go down the other paths. Is that bad? Wait. That's the entire right path? What? I went through every path. Look at this. Boom. I went down every single path. I'm gonna battle this dude, though. Are you lost, little rat? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. I was told to go to the middle. I apparently have no directional sense. Ended up on the left. You know, it happens. It happens. 5 Pokemon. Tentacruel. Tentacruel is scary. I remember Tentacruel being very annoying. But I remember Venusaur kind of offing it. So we're fine. We're actually fine. Can it survive an earthquake? It can, unfortunately. And we get hit by Screech, which honestly I am not too bothered about. That is fine. And Petal Storm should finish it. It really should. Okay. Just say, I thought maybe for a second there 2 hits might not bop it, and I don't know why I was thinking that. Because I already know that Venusaur is the strongest Pokemon in the game, but I have my doubts. Skyray was the Mantine alternative. Yes? Maybe? Yes? All of these new names, I've taken in a lot of new information all at once. It is. And I'm starting to get things confused in my head. It's probably just because I'm dumb. That's all it comes down to. But a Thunderbolt should do a good amount. If it doesn't bop it, then it's just because of its stupidly high special defense. But it does bop it. Okay, alright. I feel like my phrase at this point is just the word bop it. You know? I want to get sponsored by Bop It. That's a dream. That's a long-term dream for me now. Okay, I've developed a new dream this episode. This happened. That would actually be great. Just every episode just saying Bop It, Twist It every time Pokemon faints, and then just pulling out my Bop It. Oh, the dream. The actual dream. Getting Dragon Pulse by Flydra because it outsped me when I wasn't expecting it. Not the dream. Funnily enough, not the dream. Why did I even swap Venusaur out? Venusaur can just destroy everything. Venusaur, go nuts. Go nuts, do your stuff. Win the game. It's fine. It's fine. I used Petal Storm on a pure Dragon type because I am incredibly smart. Or was it... Wait. Am I remembering that this was Dragon Flying? Because it had Flydra in its name? It's probably just pure Dragon, actually. We do land 5 hits, though, which basically makes it all evened up anyway. It doesn't even matter that it was that resisted with the land. For landing all 5, I have no complaints. Absolutely none. Okay. Double Dragon Dance. It's scary if this Sludge Bomb does not KO. Then it gets scary that it's out that many Dragon Dances. If this KOs, it's a lot less scary. And it does KO, so we're fine. The greed was real. Starmie 0, I'm just staying in, because Venusaur can bop it no matter what it is. Even if it is the Fairy. Or Psychic. I'm still not 100% sure. It looks Fairy. It really does. It has, like, the ribbons that Sylveon has. It is Fairy, okay. Right, now we've 100% confirmed it. I don't remember if we 100% confirmed it before, but now we definitely have. It has, like, the ribbons of Sylveon, and it makes it kind of look like a ballerina. Which is weird, because it's literally a star, and there's no way a star can really be a ballerina. I'm sure there's probably an episode in the anime where a star is a ballerina, but still, at the most part, I can't remember it. So, it's weird imagining a star as a ballerina. Although it's probably been a thing. It's probably happened. Who am I even kidding? It's definitely happened. Level 60. I've sent him Flygon. Ice Beam. Ice Beam. Ice Beam sounds like a plan. If it survives the Ice Beam, I will actually be kind of surprised. Sandstorm. That helps me more than it helps him, because the sand gives me extra special defense because I'm a rock type. Whereas for him, Unless he has Sand Rush or Sand Force or some ability like that, this is benefiting me more. Which I am all for, honestly. Please, benefit me more. Hyper Beam onto my Rock type. 10. Dang, 17. I slightly underestimated Hyper Beam. Only slightly, though. Which is kind of funny. Level 54, any new move? I was hoping we'd get a Rock-type move. I want Power Gem on this thing, to be honest, but I don't think we're going to be getting it anytime soon. Why did you come here? Good question. I don't really know myself. But I feel like that is where we're going to be wrapping things up for this episode. Next episode, we'll go ahead and finish off this chapter, probably, and save all of the Shelders, and get ourselves some good old seaweed. I can't remember the actual name. Romeo leaves? Is that what they were called? Maybe. Something like that. We'll get those. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!